Welcome back to the Shred Academy. Thanks for tuning in for our first series of What the F Happened. In this series, we're gonna break down several riders a week of what went wrong and how they could have survived the jump. If you'd like to send us in some videos, send us in the email. These are really good. Send us an email. We might be able to break down your clip for you. We want you guys to know what's going wrong with you, so how you can fix it. We've got tons of videos in our bio to help fix all these mistakes. Now let's get to breaking them down. Our first contestant is just a little guy, but still sending it in the woods. Love that he's wearing a helmet. Love the color of the bike, but he is coming up short, nose casing, smacking the face. Ow, 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 ow. All right, so let's find out what happens to this guy. Nice, super relaxed. This is a great approach here. As he comes up the lip. Okay, it does look like he's starting to accept the transition. Notice how his chest is kind of pointing towards the top. Still going fairly well. Okay, let's create that body weight preload. Let's look at him here. Notice how he's sitting into the bike. He's not going to be able to control the rebound as it leaves. If we're not creating some sort of force into the lip as we're going up, basically trying to counteract the rebound, it's going to basically just explode up and kick you off the bike, kind of as it does to this young gentleman here. See where he's sitting off the bike here? He cannot create any sort of counterweight. So as your bike goes up the lip and the wheel leaves, the front wheel wants to dive. I hope everyone does realize that. It doesn't just want to go in the air. If the ramp was huge and the bike was going 30 miles an hour, maybe, but on these short, steep lips, as soon as that front wheel leaves, it wants to go forward again. You're going to hear me say that a lot. And there you can see he gets bucked. He stands up. And it's all over. I hope this little guy was okay. So not sitting into the lip and being scared of going up in the air, that's not going to do you any good. Make sure you are being interactive with the lip, with your legs, as well as accepting the angle of the lip with your chest. Oh, sorry, little dude. All right, on to the next one. Now, this may be my favorite video of all of these, and it's gonna show you how not to drop and how not to go off of a jump in the same clip. So let's break down what happens to him. Now, you can see him as he's leaving, he does just a full body unweight. Okay, right here, you can see him unweighting his compression, all the body at one time, which is basically gonna send him out straight, and he's gonna fall straight down. He's not gonna be able to nose the front of the bike in for a smooth landing, and it's gonna be a head slapper. Let's watch as he comes off this here. Okay, getting low to the bike because he's like, okay, I don't wanna go super high. Now, the bike is just falling flat, right? Now watch as he sets the rear tire down. You might think, okay, that's gonna help him. But because this landing is so steep, that front wheel is gonna come down and all of the force of his body is gonna end up in the fork. Let's watch him just, boom! Fork fully compressed. He's basically trying not to go over the bars and eat his chin into the handlebar. You can almost see his mouth open going, oh my gosh. Now as we go forward, he's able to save it. And now we're going into the next jump. Now let's quickly take a look at this jump. It's short. It's a little lippy. So we know that we're gonna have to accept this transition with our body and not just try to be safe and stay hunkered into the bike. That's gonna make all the suspension compress at once and then release all at one time together. Everything fully compressed. he hasn't created a any position to create a counterweight, which would kind of be more here, 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 head. And then he'd be able to just kind of be hanging off of that bar as his front wheel leaves to make this little arc up on there. But instead, okay, front wheel is left, right? And watch the front wheel starts to dive because all his body weight is in front of this rear balance point. Now after that, fork rebounds and actually aids the bike in going forward. Watch this rear shock rebound, kicks him up really hard, okay? And because he's kind of almost standing up, this kick, look how high he gets off the bike. He's not going to be able to control this OTB. Ow, full push-up, up. Push-ups for Jordy. Push-ups for Jordy. Rest in peace, Jordy Lund. And now his bike comes and, man, that's just your bike telling you to go get some jumping lessons right there, and not do things you aren't prepared for. I really hope this guy's okay. But last clip, guys, and might be my second favorite. I can't tell if dude in front is probably the homie, and just leaves the friend behind to get savagely just youch. Okay, so let's break down what happened here. This is another passenger, not a pilot, okay? As we ride up the lip, she does not accept this transition change, which really is flat to up, okay? So it's gonna be abrupt, so you really need to be able to get this chest opened up, like this ramp where you keep going up and you were gonna ride up it. If you were riding up a ramp, you wouldn't have your chest forward. You'd be kind of leaning back a little bit to keep the bike going up. So as she hits this one here, okay, she gets sent into her bike with her chest, and then she can't kind of do anything, so she has to just ride off and basically gets kicked. Anytime you're just going to ride off and be a passenger, not a pilot, you're going to get kicked by that rear suspension, which she does, trying to save herself from going over the bars, but man, this poor person just smacks this wall and then down to the ground. Ow, looking defeated. I guess the more of the story, guys, is don't be a passenger, be a pilot of your bike, engage the lip, and make sure your weight's in the right place. Create that counterweight. Well, guys, that's going to do it for our What the F Happened episode 1. If you have a video you'd like to see me break down online, or just would like to have me break down, shoot me an email. Link is in the description. Yeah, and don't forget to support the channel by becoming a paid Patreon. It's because of Patreons like you that this channel will survive to make another video. Hope to see you in the next episode. Happy on the trails. Ride hard, ride safe, be kind to each other. We're all in this together.